Our bodies naturally contain creatine, which is mostly found in our muscles. It is a chemical that is essential for the generation of energy, particularly in strenuous physical endeavors. The chemical building blocks of protein, amino acids, are converted by our bodies into creatine. The organs most responsible for this function are the pancreas, kidneys, and liver. Our muscles store creatine for later usage once it has been generated and transferred to them via the circulation. You may find it in red meat and seafood, but in lesser quantities. Although our bodies can make and retain more creatine than what we acquire from food alone, these dietary sources may nevertheless help bring our total creatine levels up. An example would be 1 pound of uncooked beef. A mere 1 or 2 grams of creatine may be found in salmon. This is why a lot of people who are into fitness and athletics use creatine tablets to make sure they get enough to help them train and perform better. Think about creatine as a readily accessible energy source for your muscles. When you conduct any physical activity, your muscles require energy to contract and operate correctly. This energy originates from a molecule called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. However, our muscles can only store a certain quantity of ATP, which is exhausted fast during hard activity. This is where creatine steps in to rescue the day. When you participate in intensive exercises like weightlifting or running, your body requires a fast surge of energy. These tasks involve quick and forceful muscular contractions, can deplete ATP reserves extremely fast. Creatine helps by contributing a phosphate group to ADP, adenosine diphosphate, to renew ATP, enabling your muscles to continue functioning at high intensity for a longer duration. This is where creatine comes in. By boosting the availability of ATP, creatine supplementation may increase your capacity to execute repeated bouts of high-intensity exercise. This is especially advantageous for tasks that entail short, forceful movements, such as weightlifting, running, and high-intensity interval training. It helps restore ATP, which is the fundamental energy currency of our cells. The quicker your body can restore ATP, the higher your performance will be during brief bursts of intensive exercise. This is why creatine is so popular among athletes and bodybuilders who need that additional edge to push through their exercises and accomplish their performance objectives. In simplest words, creatine offers the additional push your muscles need to function at its best during brief bursts of hard activity. Whether you're lifting heavy weights, running, or indulging in any high-intensity exercise, creatine may help you sustain top performance by ensuring your muscles have a consistent supply of ATP. This may contribute to greater strength, power, and overall athletic performance. By promoting ATP regeneration, creatine helps you to exercise harder and recover quicker, eventually helping you reach your fitness and sports objectives. Whether you're a professional athlete or a fitness enthusiast, knowing the significance of creatine may help you make educated choices regarding your training and supplementation plans. To understand how creatine works, envision your muscles as vehicles. Just as automobiles need fuel to work properly, your muscles need a certain sort of energy to perform at their optimum. This energy comes in the form of a molecule called ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. Think of ATP as the premium gasoline that runs your muscle engines. ATP is like the gasoline that fuels these autos. When you participate in any physical action, from lifting weights to running, your muscles depend on ATP to contract and create force. Without adequate ATP, your muscles would struggle to accomplish even the simplest activities. Just as a vehicle requires fuel to operate, your muscles need ATP to contract and create force. When you lift weights or undertake any high-intensity activity, your muscles quickly consume their ATP reserves. This is where creatine comes into play. Creatine functions as a backup fuel tank for your muscles. By supplementing with creatine, you increase the quantity of creatine phosphate stored in your muscles. This additional creatine phosphate may be swiftly turned into ATP, delivering an extra burst of energy when your muscles need it most. When you work out intensively, your body burns up ATP swiftly. This fast depletion may lead to muscular fatigue and impaired performance. However, with increased quantities of creatine phosphate accessible, your muscles can swiftly renew ATP, delaying the onset of exhaustion and enabling you to push through those difficult exercises. Creatine jumps in to restore ATP levels fast, enabling you to work out harder and for longer durations. This means you can lift larger weights, do more repetitions, and recover quicker between sets. Over time, this may lead to considerable increases in muscular strength, size, and total athletic performance. This increase in energy availability correlates to enhanced athletic performance, especially in sports that demand rapid bursts of force and strength. Whether you're a sprinter seeking to shave seconds off your speed, a weightlifter aiming for a new personal best, or an athlete striving to thrive in your sport, creatine may be a significant weapon in your training arsenal. By learning how creatine works and adding it into your routine, you may unlock new levels of performance and reach your fitness objectives more effectively. One of the most widely recognized advantages of creatine supplementation is its beneficial influence on muscular building. This product has been thoroughly investigated and is highly acknowledged for its potential to boost physical performance and muscle mass. Athletes and bodybuilders frequently resort to creatine to help them accomplish their fitness objectives more effectively. But how does it truly work? Understanding the science behind creatine may help you make an educated choice about whether it's good for you. Let's delve further into the processes that make make creatine such a strong substance for muscle building? Creatine increases muscle development via numerous ways. It's not just a one-trick pony. It works on numerous fronts to help you gain muscle more efficiently. By knowing these methods, you may better comprehend how creatine can fit into your entire fitness approach. Firstly, by boosting the availability of ATP, creatine helps you to lift bigger weights and execute more repetitions. ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is the fundamental energy currency of your cells. When you have more ATP accessible, your muscles can perform harder and longer, resulting to more substantial increases over time. This increased effort tells your muscles to get larger and stronger. When you continually push your muscles with greater weights and more repetitions, you create the optimum circumstances for muscular hypertrophy or development. Over time, this may lead to dramatic gains in muscle growth and strength. Secondly, creatine pulls water into your muscle cells, increasing their volume. This process is known as cell volumization. When your muscle cells are sufficiently hydrated, they seem fuller and more pumped. But the advantages of cell volumization go beyond merely looks. This process, known as cell volumization, may also help to muscle development by establishing an anabolic environment inside the muscle cells. An anabolic environment is one that stimulates muscle development and repair. When your muscle cells are volumized, they are better equipped to take in nutrients and fat, and manufacture proteins which are needed for muscle development and recuperation. So by utilizing creatine, you're not only making your muscle seem larger, you're also laying the groundwork for long-term muscular growth. For athletes and fitness aficionados alike, creatine may be a game changer. By offering that additional rush of energy during exercises, creatine helps you to push your limitations and break past plateaus. Whether you're a powerlifter trying for a new personal record or a sprinter attempting to shave seconds off your time, creatine can help you reach your athletic ambitions. The enhanced power and strength translate to greater performance across many sports and activities. Recovery and growth. Creatine's function. Creatine's effects extend beyond the gym. It also plays a critical function in muscle healing and development after intensive exercises. Intense activity causes tiny damage to muscle fibers. This injury is a crucial element of muscle development, since the body heals and rebuilds these fibers stronger than before. Creatine contributes in this repair process by minimizing muscle injury and inflammation, allowing you to heal quicker and go back to training sooner. Beyond the bodybuilding, creatine for everyone. While creatine is commonly linked with bodybuilding and strength training, its advantages may be experienced by those with varied fitness objectives. Whether you're a runner, swimmer, cyclist, or just trying to increase your general fitness, creatine may boost your performance and support your objectives. It's crucial to realize that creatine is not a miracle drug. It works best when accompanied with a well-rounded exercise regimen and a healthy diet. Creatine with fat reduction, distinguishing reality from fantasy. Creatine, although largely recognized for its muscle-building effects, may indirectly assist to fat reduction. It's vital to remember that creatine itself doesn't burn fat. However, by increasing muscular mass, creatine may enhance your metabolism. Muscle tissue burns more calories at rest than fat tissue, so having more muscle may help you burn more calories throughout the day. Additionally, the enhanced energy levels and greater performance during exercises might lead to more efficient fat-burning sessions. Creatine is one of the most widely researched sports supplements, with an established track record of safety and efficacy, yet it's crucial to take it properly in contact with your doctor before beginning any new supplementing routine. Some people may have modest side effects including bloating or stomach pain, particularly when they initially start taking creatine. These adverse effects are generally transient and may be prevented by beginning with a lower dosage and gradually increasing it over time. The world of sports supplements may be bewildering, with various creatine products available on the market. The good news is that creatine monohydrate is the most studied and effective type of creatine, and it's readily accessible at an inexpensive price. When purchasing a creatine supplement, search for renowned manufacturers that promote quality and purity. Reading reviews from other users might also give helpful information. Incorporating creatine into your training program is straightforward. The most typical advice is to start with a loading phase of 20 grams per day for the first 5 to 7 days, followed by a maintenance phase of 3 to 5 grams per day. You may take creatine at any time of day, however, it's normally suggested to take it with a meal or a carbohydrate-containing drink to increase absorption. Creatine is a safe and effective supplement that may assist persons of all fitness levels. Whether your objective is to develop muscle, boost sports performance, or just improve your general fitness, creatine may help you reach your goals quicker and more effectively. Remember to contact with your doctor before beginning any new supplements plan, and always emphasize a fully rounded training program and a balanced diet for maximum results.
Looking for high-quality supplements backed by Dr. Andrew Huberman himself? Check out the links in the description below and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you've learned anything new or anything of value.